Welcome to AgeChoice, the smarter choice when searching for quality senior care services and education. Thanks for watching. Now, before we start, remember to click subscribe so you'll be notified of our newest videos. All right, let's begin. In this Top 10 List video summary, we explain the top 10 things to know when comparing long-term care communities. Now, maybe you're here out of curiosity and just want to research long-term care. Or perhaps your mom or other older loved one is in more immediate need of help. The occasional forgetfulness or careless accident has transformed into something that now affects her everyday life. Maybe the situation is more urgent. An unexpected illness or injury means that mom can no longer take care of herself. This is someone who's cared for you and cared about you all your life. Suddenly, she needs help herself. Life is complex enough, and now your roles are reversed. It can be overwhelming and even scary for both of you. It's okay. These feelings are normal. Let's get started as we explain how assisted living, nursing homes, or memory care might help your mom. First, let's look at the two distinct levels of care in long-term care communities. Gerontological experts at the government's National Institute on Aging define long-term care as a variety of services designed to meet a person's health or personal care needs. These services help people live as independently and as safely as possible when they can no longer perform everyday activities on their own. That's a long but important definition, especially when considering long-term care for your loved one and her needs. Long-term care services are usually provided as two distinct types: non-skilled services and skilled services. Non-skilled services provide help with your mom's personal care and everyday tasks, the things she would normally do every day, such as eating, bathing, or shopping. Skilled services involve any medical care provided by a licensed healthcare professional, like a doctor or registered nurse, such as monitoring vital signs or wound care. This can include help from a physical therapist, occupational therapist, or other healthcare specialist. Each senior's needs are unique, so the care your mom receives may be different from another resident, and the care type you ultimately choose for mom will be based on her specific needs. Think about the help your mom might need and how this is probably different from her friends or relatives who are about the same age. This is key point number one. The community and type of care needed will vary based on whether you need skilled or non-skilled care. Next, let's explore in more detail what non-skilled services are. It may sound like a mouthful, but non-skilled services involve help with mom's day-to-day personal care needs and the ordinary tasks that most adults do every day. These non-medical care activities, which can also be called custodial care, are grouped into two areas based on the complexity of the care. The first group, activities of daily living, or ADLs, involves daily personal self-care tasks that independent adults can perform. This includes your mom's need for help with bathing, dressing, feeding, toileting, and continence. Another ADL, called transferring, involves how well she moves from a bed or chair. For example, providing your mom with just bathing or toileting help is a long-term care non-skilled service. She may only need assistance with one ADL, while another resident could need help with every ADL. The second group, instrumental activities of daily living, or IADLs, involves more complex adult living tasks. Think about how your mom uses the telephone, shops for groceries, or washes the laundry. These are IADLs, which can also include how she handles housekeeping, manages financing, arranges transportation, prepares food, and manages medications. The federal government points out that most long-term care involves help with ADLs and IADLs instead of medically related services. These are just the basic everyday tasks that your mom used to manage on her own. This means that seniors, like mom, are more likely to need help with daily living activities than for medical conditions. This is key point number 2. ADLs, also called activities of daily living, include daily activities like bathing or needing help with laundry. Note that they can determine the type of care needed and the cost. Now, we'll talk about the second level of care type, skilled services. Sometimes called skilled nursing services, skilled services involve medical care that's provided by licensed healthcare professionals. This can include services from physicians, nurses, and physical therapists. These specialists may be on staff at a nursing home or other long-term care community. Services can also be provided on an as-needed basis while your mom is living at the community. This includes off-site appointments like at a kidney dialysis center or visit with a medical specialist. What medical care could mom need with skilled care? Could it be something more short-term like wound care or occupational therapy? Or does she require ongoing help with medical device support or regular intravenous therapy, or something else? Understand that her medical needs can change as her conditions change. A good idea includes writing down all her medical conditions, even if this involves a temporary illness or impairment, and reviewing this with both your mom and her doctor. Consider it a medical condition inventory. This is key point number 3. Skilled care is provided by some community types like a nursing home and involves care provided by licensed medical professionals. Note, examples can include assistance with a ventilator or wound care provided by a nurse. The type of long-term care you choose will be based on whether this type is needed and to what extent. For this next key point, we'll go over this critical point: how to determine when a senior needs long-term care. Your mom's need for long-term care may have come along gradually, or it happened quickly due to sudden injury or illness, like a fall or stroke. Regardless of the reason, talk with your mom's healthcare provider. This initial conversation will give you important insight into her immediate and future needs for long-term care. Be sure to ask your mom's doctor if a geriatric care assessment might be necessary. This comprehensive evaluation looks at her family and social life, current living situation, physical and emotional health, and other factors. A geriatric care assessment is conducted by medical professionals who focus on aging. The results of this assessment can determine how well your mom can take care of herself and what help she'll need for simple and complex daily living activities. This assessment will help determine if, for example, memory care or home health care may be needed. It's important to note that her long-term care needs will fluctuate as any mobility issues or chronic conditions change. Your mom might start in assisted living, but if her assessment needs change, well, she might need to change to memory care or skilled nursing. This is the time to have an open conversation with your mom as the situation allows. An upfront talk will help you understand her thoughts and wishes about future care decisions. This is key point number 4. Get a geriatric care assessment or physician evaluation to determine what kind of long-term care may be needed. Moving on to our 5th key point. Let's explore your possible choices for a long-term care option. Once it's determined that mom would benefit from long-term care and her specific needs have been identified, your next step is figuring out the best place for that care. You may also be considering home health care or adult daycare. We'll talk about these 2 senior care topics in separate AgeChoice videos. First, let's discuss terminology. You may hear different words when talking about a building where a senior receives long-term care. These might include facility, community, or center. These all mean the same thing. With that said, we'll look at what long-term care communities have in common. These communities offer round-the-clock care based on your mom's needs and ongoing help with ADLs and IADLs. You'll also discover a safer, more secure environment that's designed around her abilities. At the same time, long-term care communities provide consistent meals created for mom's nutritional needs and preferences. She'll also benefit from opportunities for physical activities and socialization. These services are all provided in assisted living communities. memory care centers, and nursing homes, but in ways tailored to the unique needs of residents they serve. Consider the different long-term care solutions that may be available to your mom. Assisted living can provide your mom with professional caregivers and personalized service in a residential setting. If your mom has Alzheimer's disease or another form of dementia, then a memory care provider can offer services designed around her unique needs. Memory care can be located in a designated area of an assisted living community or in a building dedicated solely to serving seniors with memory impairments. If mom has complex medical needs, then a nursing home may provide the necessary care. These long-term care options tend to be less residential and more hospital-like in appearance. This is key point number 5. The 3 main types of long-term care communities are assisted living, memory care, and nursing homes. In our 6th key point, we explore what assisted living homes provide. Assisted living communities are senior care settings designed with residential, home-like features. A resident may need some day-to-day assistance, but she can usually take care of herself. Assisted living is focused on providing help with daily living activities while best preserving independence and privacy. Depending on the state, assisted services can include help with medication. Additional care services may be available, and some assisted living communities work with outside providers for more complex care like intravenous treatments or physical therapy. Socialization is a key concept in assisted living. Resident activities, including mealtimes, are centered on mutual interaction. Enrichment opportunities can include organized outings and social events. Assisted living residents will have a private or shared suite. These apartment-like units will include a bed, sitting area, and an accessible bathroom. Some suites may have a kitchenette and a larger sitting area that can accommodate a sofa. Pets are often allowed, and a dog or cat or other animal may serve as a pet for all residents. Couples may be able to live together in a suite. According to AARP, the average assisted living community has 33 residents. Most homes have a yard or porch. So many assisted living communities embrace these elements with similar features as well as terrace and courtyards. This is key point number 6. Assisted living homes provide help with activities and daily living in private-like apartments where seniors can have private kitchenettes and bathrooms, and pets and couples can all stay together. Now, we'll move on to memory care. If you or a doctor think mom may have memory impairment, then this topic will be important to review. Memory care centers usually reflect a home-like environment similar to an assisted living community. This may be a dedicated building that only serves seniors with cognitive impairment. Or memory care services may be part of a dedicated floor or wing in an assisted living community. Compared to a regular assisted living community, a memory care setting will likely rely on more secure exit doors to minimize residents' risk of wandering outside the building. Assistance with ADLS and IADLS continues, but usually with a higher level of care. Here, activities and events are adapted to the unique needs of residents with memory impairment. These programs and mealtimes usually rely on a very regular schedule to provide a smooth and consistent experience for each resident. In memory care, your mom will enjoy a suite with a private bath as well as dedicated living areas. Decorative items like area rugs and floor vases are less common to reduce tripping hazards. Some memory care settings may allow pets. This is key point number 7. Memory care provides assisted living services while helping those with Alzheimer's disease, dementia, or other memory impairment issues in specially designed communities. For key point 8, we'll define what a nursing home is and what it provides. If mom has more complex health issues, then she'll likely benefit from care provided at a nursing home. Here, the focus is on her medical needs in addition to providing help with daily living activities. While assisted living and memory care offer round-the-clock care, Nursing homes provide 24-hour medical care to better address the unpredictable nature of intricate medical situations. Some emergency health situations can be handled on-site, avoiding an urgent hospital trip. A nursing home is more hospital-like, as these surroundings may have fluorescent lighting, linoleum flooring, and other institutional-looking features. Your mom will have a private or shared room along with a dedicated bathroom. The typical nursing home has 106 residents according to AARP. Meals are prepared based on any dietary requirements and may be served in her room or a dining area. Activities and social events are offered as her care needs allow. Keep in mind, it's not unusual for a senior to be discharged from a hospital to a nursing home. As recovery continues, she may then transition from the nursing home to an assisted living community or memory care center. This is key point number 8. Nursing homes provide more of a hospital-like setting, ideal for those needing skilled care from licensed professionals. We have 2 more key points to cover. Now that you've gone through your mom's long-term care options, it's time to consider what her care will cost. It's important to note that the average length of stay in an assisted living community or memory care center is about 2.5 years. Nursing home residents stay for about half that time. Let's look at some typical costs for these care options. The median cost for assisted living is $4,051 per month. This figure for memory care is $5,745. Nursing home care has a median cost of $7,513 for a semi-private room. Do the math. These expenses are substantial. If your mom lives in an average assisted living community for 30 months, the outlay can be substantial at more than $120,000. The first step is determining your mom's financial resources. This can include money held in bank or investment accounts, as well as any equity in her home. How does it add up? Will additional funds be needed? Will family members need to contribute? In most cases, Medicare does not pay for long-term care. Medicaid coverage varies from state to state and can be affected by your mom's income and assets. For veterans, aid and attendance benefits may help with long-term care costs. There are many resources that can identify vital financial resources and payment strategies. Look for several links in the description of this video for helpful information, or visit AgeChoice.com for additional resources. This is key point number 9. Prices vary based on type of care, with median costs ranging from about $4,000 to $7,500 per month. We've covered a lot of information in this video through our first 9 key points. By now, you should be able to identify what type of long-term care your mom may need. Here is our focus for our final point: experiencing the differences between communities. Reading and understanding the differences between communities is important. We all know long-term care is complicated. No matter how much you read or talk about long-term care, the final step in helping you decide which home is right for you comes down to seeing them. The last key point involves visiting long-term care communities. Schedule some tours and, if possible, bring mom along. One strategy might involve you visiting the communities first, even if it's a virtual tour. You'll get a sense of which options she might like and what ones you can probably skip. This can ultimately save some time and be less overwhelming for mom. Even if her needs aren't immediate, seeing these options firsthand will provide more detail about what you've learned here through AgeChoice. This is key point number 10. Experience the differences between long-term care communities by taking in-person or virtual tours of the communities. Check out the other videos to learn more about senior care, and please like and share this video if you found it helpful. Also, let us know what you think in the comments below, or feel free to ask a question. You can also visit AgeChoice.com to discover the best long-term care options for you or your loved one. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.